there, I'm Veronica. Today's video is all about what it's like to have a boob job. Yes, I had a boob job. I'm here to talk all about it. And here to talk about it honestly. And if you are considering this, I hope this video can help you. So why did I have a boob job? So I lost 150 pounds. Before I gained the weight, I always had a really nice sized breasts. Double D cups. Can't go wrong with that. So that is what my boobs were like before I gained weight. Then I gained weight and I think my boobs were like H cups. So they were like these enormous melons. And when I lost weight, what happened was they ended up looking like deflated balloons. So they were like the same size as they were before, but there was so much extra skin that like you could literally pull it off of my boob and it would like come so far out. It was just like crazy. I could never really wear anything that showed my boobs because what would happen is when you push them up, all you'd see is all the skin everywhere. And it was very embarrassing to me. It was uncomfortable. It was something I wanted to get rid of. So when I had my other surgeries for removing skin, I opted to have a breast lift, and I also opted to have a small implant put in. Now the reason for this is when they were going to lift the breast and remove the excess skin, I was going to lose a little bit of volume. I wanted to keep the same size boobs that I was used to having before I gained the weight. And it's interesting because I was actually wearing a 34 double D bra, but like my boobs were still the size, but they lost all their like poofiness, if that makes any sense. There was just all this skin, like the poof was gone. So when they removed the skin and they made them all nice again, the implant just kind of added that poof back. So that's why I opted for it. And I'm not afraid to say that I have breast implants. Who cares? You know, that's what I did. I'm happy about it, and interestingly enough, I was wearing the same size bra afterwards as I did beforehand. But for whatever reason, you have to want breast implants. I hope that this video can help you with your decision in moving forward and can give you some information. So, am I happy with them? Yes, but there were some complications with them. Now, I did have 4 surgeries done at once. In retrospect, I would have had the surgeries done individually. My breasts were the one surgery that I had the most complications with. All the other surgeries went well. It was a tummy tuck, a lower body lift, and the breast lift and implants. The great part about my breasts is they are firm again. I did not want them super porn star firm. I wanted them natural firm, and they are, and they got the firmness perfect. They got the size perfect. I had showed the doctor the bra that I was wearing. I said, I just want to fill out this bra. I was already wearing that bra before, but like I said, it just didn't have that poof to it. So I was like, this is the bra I want to wear. I want to wear these same bras afterwards. I had like a million of them from Victoria's Secret. I'm like, I'm not buying new bras. These are the bras I want to wear. He did a great job in terms of size. What he didn't do a great job on was my nipples. Now what happened was my left breast actually developed some sort of infection. Wasn't really given really a good idea of what was happening at that time. I remember he would poke it and keep the sensation going, and I remember it had turned purple. Now obviously it's not a good thing if it turns purple. I was completely out of it with the other surgeries. I didn't really know what was going on. In retrospect, I realize now that there was some sort of infection, and I really wish he would have taken the implant out to let the breast heal, go from there, put it in at a later date. Didn't matter, but it didn't have to stay in. So what ended up happening with my left nipple is it never really regained. It is a partial nipple now. I'm laughing, but it's not really funny. The doctor had told me that it would regrow back. It never regrew. It never grew back. It could have been worse than it is. I still have partially some of it left. I really wish that wouldn't have happened, but all you can do is do the best with it and go from there. Now the right breast had some complications as well, unfortunately. One of the stitches didn't come out that right on the side, so the implant ended up getting slightly flipped. And something else that I didn't know could happen is on the nipple, sometimes it'll stretch too far, and you end up having too much sensation in it. So my right nipple is extremely, extremely sensitive. because of that. So basically my right nipple is too sensitive. My left nipple I have like no sensation at all, and it's partially gone. Other than the nipples, the breasts are beautiful. I did end up having a capsular contraction on the left one. I think it was due to the initial infection. My breasts are something I am going to end up having touched up in time. The capsular contraction means that my body has built up scar tissue around it. It's hard as a rock right now, and it hurts. So it's something I need to get changed out. So I'm going to get both of them changed out. That'll happen at a later date, and try to get some reconstructive surgery. Make them look as normal as possible. But honestly, I mean, I wish these things wouldn't have happened. I wish that it could have been smoother. But all in all, they actually are still better than they were before. The interesting thing about a boob job is that they're not going to make your breasts perfect, and the likelihood of complications is high with any surgery. I mean, you could potentially, like I said, lose half of a nipple. So if you are considering breast surgery, do you ask yourself why? I definitely wouldn't go under the knife if you're like trying to go from a B cup to a C cup. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. You're going to always have scars. You're going to potentially have a sensation. Like, don't do that. It's totally not worth it. Just embrace your B-size boobs. Like, that's not worth it. In my case, there was so much loose skin, and honestly, it could have gone different had I had the surgery done by itself, which I definitely am going to do in the future. I'm just going to have that done and have them do some reconstructive work on it. But all in all, like I said, I got to look at the positives, not the negatives. I am still happy with them. But again, there can be complications. So if you are considering a boob job, really ask yourself, do I always want to feel different? Because your body's never going to feel the same again. And even with the implants in, like, it feels like there is a foreign object inside of you all the time. You do get used to it, but at first it feels very weird, like, oh my gosh, there's something in my breasts. I'm happy though. I mean, I wanted the same size I was used to before. I think that I would have freaked out having different breasts. I mean, they look a lot like, you know, obviously other than the parts that got messed up, they look like they did back in the day before I lost that weight. So I am happy in that regard. I am looking forward to having the surgery fixed. I am looking into doctors right now, and I am going to televise my surgery, not the actual surgery, but the before and the after on YouTube. So do look forward to that. I wish you all the best, and honestly, just ask yourself your reason for doing it. Is it worth it? You are going to always feel different. And I mean, in my case, I'm happy with it, even though it has to be fixed. Look at the positives, don't look at the negatives. I hope you have a wonderful day. I am Veronica, and look forward to more weight-inspired videos and videos that can help you. Feel free to email me at veronicaisles@gmail.com. My website is veronicaisles.com. I do weight loss coaching, so I am happy to help you. Have a lovely day, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.